right, so the other day I complained about how a lot of my clients struggle to eat enough. And the reason is, if you don't eat enough, you'll start to lose muscle, especially when it comes to increasing your activity levels. So I pulled a bunch of in-body tests from some of my clients, some good examples and some bad examples of the consequences of under-eating. So I'm gonna show you a couple bad examples. All right, this lady here, her first test, she had, we'll just look at this one. Body weight of 127 pounds. Okay, she had 50 of those pounds was skeletal muscle mass, and then her body fat percentage was 27.9. Now we look at those numbers, and that dictates her basal metabolic rate, and I'll explain to you guys what that is in a blog post. But this is her basal metabolic rate. This is basically the minimum amount of calories she needs just to function. Now, after 4 weeks of giving her some calorie goals, some macronutrient goals, she continued to undereat. So the scale did go down. She's at 120 now, but she lost skeletal muscle mass. Okay, she lost a little bit of body fat, but the worst part is she lost muscle mass. So because she lost muscle mass, she went from 1272 for her basal metabolic rate now to 1240. That's bad. We don't want her basal metabolic rate to go down. We want that to increase. So she underate, she didn't eat enough, she lost muscle mass, her metabolism decreased. Another example, this lady here weighed in at 142, originally had 49.6 pounds of skeletal muscle mass, 35% body fat. That placed her basal metabolic rate at 1274. 4 weeks later, lost weight, right? But the scale doesn't tell the whole story. She also lost muscle mass. She lost a little bit of body fat, but she lost muscle mass. Because she lost muscle mass, her basal metabolic rate went down. It went from 1274 to 1238. That's bad. Okay, examples of a good progressive way to lose body fat to maintain or even gain some muscle. All right, this person here originally weighed in at 120, skeletal muscle mass 41.2 pounds, 36% body fat. Started off with 1121 for her basal metabolic rate. 4 weeks later, look at that, the scale did not change. This is another reason why the scale doesn't tell the whole story. Scale did not change, muscle mass up, body fat down, and because of that, her BMR went up. It went from 1121 to 1143. That's good. Same thing here. Here's another one. Originally, weighed in at 139, 42.8 lean mass, 43% body fat. Had a metabolic rate, 1149. 4 weeks later, scale actually went up a little bit, but she gained muscle, she lost fat, therefore BMR went up, 1149 to 1159, 4 weeks. This is the best one. Originally, weighed in 146, 55.6 skeletal muscle mass, 31% body fat. Original BMR, 1358. 4 weeks later, look at that. Scale barely moved, 0.5, but look how much muscle she gained. Look how much body fat she lost. Because of that, 1408. So she went from 1358 to 1408. I have a blog post I'm going to put in the comment section of the video to explain the science behind what your body composition means to your metabolism and why it's important to focus on that and not the scale. Not body weight, body composition. You have to eat enough to support your lean mass, but be at a slight deficit to lose body fat.